viewers of CANAL2ENGLISH, you are welcome to Chill Out. I learned that last week or last edition, it was a girl's place here. Today Solange is not there, but I have today's going to be the biggest man cry because our guest is there. He's called Links, and you're just going to discover him very soon. And Cedric, our first chronicler, is also here. Hope Solange will get fine because she said she had cold. Hope she's going to be better. And today we're going to have, as usual, our classic slots. We're going to have the musical interlude, and we're going to have our African proverb. We're going to have our Did You Know that was cooked for us by Cedric. We're going to have our signs and symbols as usual. So I would like us to have this little break before discovering who our guest is. He's also a host, a TV and a radio host, so he's going to be with us here. And later on, we'll be talking about his other talents, which is rap. That's the rap talents, or he's also a musical rap artist. I'm sorry for that. I'm just so excited because he is a big and a giant of Cameroon music. Let's have this break, and when we come back, you will discover these two guys with me. Well, as I promised, Cedric is there. Good evening, Cedric.
Hey, Dad.
I heard you were here last week with girls, with beautiful girls. Yes, I saw you very excited because I saw the pictures on Facebook.
I was like very happy because it's the first time that I grew mature with women, and I was not on with mom.
What happened? You fell in love?
Not in love. I was very happy.
Why were you?
Those girls. It was the first time I see a girl so beautiful, so performing, well formed. I mean, oh my God!
It was the first time.
Yeah, the very first time.
And what happened? Because I saw how you were.
Mom did not want me to give anything.
You posted and wrote
I wanted to give a kiss
on those pictures.
I wanted to give a kiss, but mom refused.
It's because I was not around.
She drew your glass, that your blind glass that you always used to draw and all the things. She drew it. But I wanted to give those girls a kiss. But fortunately.
Don't worry, she's not here today, but you're not going to kiss a man because today our guest is Links with us here in the building. Mr. Links, you're welcome.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much, televiewers, and of course all the favorite people always glued to CANAL2ENGLISH and Chill Out. Of course, you know what time it is. Let's get it on.
I've been negotiating that this guy, I need you here on Chill Out. You say no, I'm busy. I'm in Bamenda, Boya, Kumbana, and now you said no, let me come.
Yeah.
And at last finish with this guy. I'm happy for you. I'm happy for your presence
here. Everywhere.
And okay, today we have you at the beginning of the show because you're not just a rap artist. You're also a presenter. You're also a TV and a radio host.
Yeah.
Sure. So you know this game. So we're going to play our game.
I would like to go back to your heart. Is it possible?
You should ask your dad.
Take his cap.
Yeah, his heart. Yeah, that's very.
Why?
Can it be done?
No, you cannot do that.
So wait,
are you sure
I always need.
No, are you sure?
Mom's interview.
You know what is inside that thing?
Exactly.
Intelligence,
maybe
brightness.
that's where my inspiration
there's
comes
intelligence, there's brightness, there's happiness, there's gladness.
That is where his inspiration comes from.
Anyway.
Oh, that means I can also be rapping.
Almost, yeah, sure.
Okay, that is the decor. You're going to see how wonderful these guys are. But I want us to start by bringing on the African proverb, and it's coming from a Guinean. So it's coming from Guinea. It's a Guinean proverb which says, "Around a flowering tree there are many insects." Around a flowering tree there are many insects. But before we come back to the African proverb, I would like us to bring some light to the mood and to make sure that because I am feeling cold. I don't know how you're feeling here.
Maybe it's mom absent.
Let's start by somebody you liked much. His name is TZ Panchak, and he does a very wonderful job out here to promote African culture and Cameroon's culture in particular when we musically speaking. So let's have TZ Panchak, and the title of the song is Mon Bébé. Always singing for girls, this guy. Let's have TZ Panchak.
Singers.
Blue Nation, baby.
Blue Nation soldier, see you already know. It's Easy pan charcoal. Marvin slim pan deco. Mon baby, oh mon baby. Mon amour, yeah, yeah. Mon bébé, oh mon bébé. Mon amour, yeah. Can I feel you tonight, oh? I will take you to Soweto. Can I feel you tonight, oh? I will take you to Soweto. Oh, you dance for your daddy, work for your daddy, thanks for your daddy. It's too late to quit, you know. Thanks for your daddy, work for your daddy, thanks for your daddy. Say it's too late to quit, you know. Let me feel when nothing say na petit pays. Let me hear me nothing say na longer. It's me and you against the world, you know. Yes, you know. Oh, c'est soirée là, on va njoka. C'est soirée là, on va njoka. Baby girl, I'm calling, me young girl, living la vida loca. Mon bébé, oh mon bébé. Mon amour, yeah. Mon bébé, oh mon bébé. Mon amour, yeah. Can I feel you tonight, oh? I will take you to Soweto. Can I feel you tonight, oh? I will take you to Soweto. Oh, you dance for your daddy, work for your daddy, thanks for your daddy. It's too late to quit, you know. Thanks for your daddy, work for your daddy, thanks for your daddy. Say it's too late to quit, you know. Let me feel me nothing say na sameleto, yeah. Let me hear me nothing say na passy show, yeah. Money everywhere I go, yeah. Yes, you know. Oh, c'est soirée là, on va njoka. C'est soirée là, on va njoka. Baby girl, I'm calling, me young girl, living la vida loca. Mon bébé, oh mon bébé.
Blue Nation, baby.
Baby, you were saying like all these singers always sing for girls.
For girls.
So you sing.
Fortunately, he's a rap artist. So
Yeah, we try to make a difference. We don't just send it one direction. That's why the girls love them a lot.
Yeah, it's true. And I hope girls will also like try to sing for us too one day. Like Blanche Bailey, I love what she did.
Yeah.
But people like there's that polemic on the her decision not to put a man, a real man on the thing, but choosing like a model, is it a poppy or something to put there to replace the guy's part. I wish it was me there. Am I not handsome? Or you?
You can't never understand them. The minds of the directors and the people who script the story. They have these ideas that sometimes you really need to sit and let them explain what they do for you to understand the reason for some of those decisions.
And she said it was a concept. She did not like want to show a guy, the perfect guy, because she thinks that the perfect guy does not exist. So taking somebody and putting him there, and she says that is something that many people have been doing, and she does not want to follow the trend. So she decided to do something.
Like everyone, every artist has his own point of view on the world. So
Okay. Now, as I promised, let's have our African proverb, and it reads: "Around a flowering tree, there are many insects." That's a Guinean proverb. Around a flowering tree, there are many insects. Let's start by me. Okay. What I'll say about this, I'll just I like changing words. Around a rich man, there are many people. Let me change. If I change an insect with people, then the flowering tree with a productive man or a rich man. That's how I interpret it. So when somebody is wealthy and rich, not only in terms of money, but maybe or successful or other aspects. He always has friends and people who love him. So that is one way that's one way interpretation that I can bring. And also, when somebody is rich, he has good friends. And when someone is very poor, surely his friends he's also very poor in terms of the number of friends he can have. So what are your interpretation of the African proverb? What's the wise meaning of this proverb?
I'll also put it around beautiful girls.
Okay.
wait.
I didn't say anything. I just laughed.
Around beautiful girls, there are many young men and very handsome men.
Yeah.
That's my own.
Very handsome men.
Let me.
No, around very beautiful.
Yeah,
the
why
insects
only are handsome men?
Insects are handsome.
Yeah.
Around many
beautiful
girls, not ladies.
No, girls,
they're handsome men.
Okay, that's a way of interpreting.
Now we understand why what you talked about the last program. So there were beautiful girls.
Beautiful girls, and the guy, and there was a man, the only man roaming around.
Yeah,
not the that.
Yeah. Now you know why.
You want to accuse all the technical guys behind the screen.
And it was Frank's birthday on that day. He was very, very happy.
Happy, yes.
Okay.
I saw him in some of those pictures. But today is a men's day. There is no woman around. So links.
Yeah, I think even if we go by just the normal words of this African proverb, you'll see that the natural thing that happens with plants and pollination is that when there is a nice plant, that's what the bees visit to make the honey that we like. So even the biology is in favor of that proverb. Nature study is in favor of that proverb.
So we did bow.
Bow and nature study.
Yes.
Mr. Bow.
Of nature study. What
it's
we did
more
in the
of
nature study.
Yeah.
Okay.
I really need to go with that hat.
Pollination.
No, but I really need to go with that hat.
Now how do you interpret this African proverb? Around a flowering tree there are many insects. Okay, we gave our own view on what that could signify or that could mean. Now let's have the story because that's our main business, and you can get ready, be on your clappers, and just go on our Facebook page to write your comments. We'll be reading as the program unfolds. Now let's have our story. It's about a woman. She's called Gertrude, and she has a worry. Let's have the story.
Hello, my name is Gertrude, a mother of a 13-year-old girl. I'm worried about my daughter's physical appearance. Her physical appearance does not correspond to her age. In fact, she is a baby in an adult body. Men have started wooing her, moreover, she is at puberty age. My husband and I are always on mission for our jobs, and we don't have the time to give her sexual education. Can we trust her babysitter and brothers for her sexual education? Hello, my name is Gertrude, a mother of a 13-year-old girl. I'm worried about my daughter's physical appearance. Her physical appearance does not correspond to her age. In fact, she is a baby in an adult body. Men have started wooing her, moreover, she is at puberty age. My husband and I are always on mission for our jobs, and we don't have the time to give her sexual education. Can we trust her babysitter and brothers for her sexual education?
Well, that is Gertrude's worry. Her child is just 13 and she's like too sexy for her age and she's afraid of what might happen because men have started wooing her or chatting her up. She would like to know, and she's never there with her husband. They are always for a mission. They are always abroad for one mission or another, or sent by their different jobs. So they need to know who they can trust to take care of their kids or their children, sex education. So the main theme around the story is sex education. Who should we trust, or parents? How, at what age, for example, can we start talking about sex to these kids? And now in this special case where this young girl, she's already well developed, her body morphology is already appreciated by guys around. So now she's never there, her husband too is never there. What can she do? And should she trust her housemate or her sisters, who might be her elder sisters and brothers? Or what can she do? They are never there. If you were in the parents' position, or in Gertrude's position, or in Gertrude's shoes, what will you do?
I'll first of all see an elder. In the absence of my parents, I'll first of all see an elder, be it a teacher. Okay,
that's if you're in the shoes of
Gertrude.
No, not Gertrude.
Yeah, of the child, of Gertrude's child.
Yeah.
I'll first of all see an elder, meaning maybe an aunt, because we are talking about sexual education. And nowadays we see mostly sisters and brothers going in love in bed in their homes. So it's not quite okay that my elder brother will have me. Maybe
so she cannot trust her elder brother.
I don't think she should trust her elder brother.
But if the elder brother shows some signs of responsibility, like maybe in the way she behaves, like never bringing men at home, even her results, like showing signs of responsibility, being a good girl at school, and she can be trusted.
It's critical. Because, you know, some of these things, our society tends to, you know, kind of make them look like a taboo. There are so many things that we don't do. Like, you know, in the African context, if you go out there, I'm sure you count people whose parents have actually told them one time that I love you.
It's very strange.
Yeah,
and sometimes
I mean, like the new ones, the new parents have started doing things like that. Like you tell your child that you love them, but not the old school parents.
Yes,
they will show you all kind of love, but it's not like they tell you that I love you. You know, so some of those things for us, it's taboo. Because I remember sex education. We started having sex education at school, and it was very funny because some of the things we couldn't even sit there to listen to these things. But you know, this is the problem, because the parents, I would say Gertrude is I'll first of all try to point the blame to Gertrude herself, because you know, especially if it's a girl child, they feel more comfortable with their mother.
Yes.
So it doesn't really matter if you are on mission, like for how long. This is the modern era. You have telephones, you have Skype calls, you have messenger video calls. And the worst part of all of this is when a stranger starts teaching your child something. It means the person that teaches this child automatically gains her confidence, or, you know. So you, the parent, that's your major role. You bring to life a child. Your major role is to school the child into life. And if you are very busy, at least the one moment that you are there, you don't need 10 hours to say something. Kids, they are very attached to their parents by nature, like biologically.
But do you not think that the person who's like given this sex education should be going gradually, like following the kids gradually, because you can't just say everything
not at
on the same day. And I don't think it will be easy to do that on the phone, because you should like try to understand, like watch at your child, look at the change in morphology, look at the change in attitude, and trying to advise her gradually. And when she comes to you with questions, and kids are not like children are not very.
Sometimes they will not ask you anything. You will try to trick them to tell you what's happening.
Gertrude should be around. I think she should try it in my point of view. I think Gertrude should find a time for her kids and try to educate her, because not just when we say sex education, people are just thinking about the processing, like the sex process.
That's not.
It's all about something else, like teaching the child on how to behave, teaching the child on the different changes in morphology.
That comes especially with girl children. They are more complex, because at this age of 13, and you know, from 10, some have early developments by 9 already. So somebody, especially the mother who is also a female, it's easy for you to tell her that, okay, maybe, because I remember some of them, when they start having breasts, they don't even want to go to school. They start walking around pulling their shirts. But it's some of these things, it is the mother, like it's very easy. Like, look at me, I have to, like, you know, like with the boys, my son, sometimes he says, he pulls my beard, and I tell him, when you grow up, you'll also have a beard.
And that was what I was doing.
He's prepared. And I'll ask him like a joke, like, would you like to have a beard like mine? Sometimes he will say no, sometimes he will say yes. So it's like in the process of play, sometimes some of these lessons go through very easily.
And so if I can add something, let it not be that Gertrude only thinks that the only thing in life is education with school education. No. You have everything, human rights. You have to think of human rights, sexual education. Please tell your child you should be there for her. Just kindly go to her and talk with her. Let you know if she has a boyfriend, if she has this, or I mean, it's not only education.
I know these guys, we don't care. Sometimes we don't care. There are some guys out there who don't care. Immediately they see a girls with good things in front.
If you have good bobby, your bobby be nice.
Please, okay. I do not want to pronounce that way. Okay, let's go and say the speed. Yes. And there are some guys, they are targeting. It's like when they are looking at, they are following, they lay the child up. Immediately the child starts having
the features, the
protuberances, then the thing is the good time to jump and please, these guys.
And at that age, women, I mean, these girls go through really off head because the only thing that, okay, since I'm up, let me just go. It's life. It's not life. It's not life. You're still a kid. Be a kid. Continue growing as usual.
Now, okay, somebody should be there. Somebody should be there to tell her, okay, this is what will happen at this point in your life. This is what would happen when you start maybe menstruating. This is what will happen. How I wish we had Solange here, because sex education, when we talk about sex education, I think 70% depends on the women. Men do not have much to know about their sexual behavior, because we have two things. We know that at this time you start having you can start having a child at this age, and this is what you should do to prevent from preventing from sexual diseases. This is what you should do. So it's not very difficult with men, but with ladies it is too complex.
There are so many stages.
Too many stages. Okay, so we're just trying to discuss to tackle the question into different angles. Now you are the ones to react by sending us messages on the number on the screen and our Facebook page, Chill Out for Real. I think we should move to something else, and I think those who are just catching the train should have the story, so that we should all be versed about what is happening to Gertrude. So let's have the story once more, and when we come back, we'll be having our signs and symbols. Let's have the story.
Hello, my name is Gertrude, a mother of a 13-year-old girl. I'm worried about my daughter's physical appearance. Her physical appearance does not correspond to her age. In fact, she is a baby in an adult body. Men have started wooing her, moreover, she is at puberty age. My husband and I are always on mission for our jobs, and we don't have the time to give her sexual education. Can we trust her babysitter and brothers for her sexual education? Hello, my name is Gertrude, a mother of a 13-year-old girl. I'm worried about my daughter's physical appearance. Her physical appearance does not correspond to her age. In fact, she is a baby in an adult body. Men have started wooing her, moreover, she is at puberty age. My husband and I are always on mission for our jobs, and we don't have the time to give her sexual education. Can we trust her babysitter and brothers for her sexual education?
that was the story. You can comment on our Facebook page, Chill Out For Real, or send us a text message via the number indicated there on the screen. Now, let's talk about signs and symbols. What was your last dream about? Can you remember? You can't remember. Why Brennan?
I didn't. That's a hard question.
You can't remember your last dream?
Yeah, because I dream even when I'm awake. You know, my head is always on one thing or another. Like, so sometimes I mix up the dreams and the reality. I don't know which one is which one.
Okay, there is a secret. If you want to know what you dream of, each time you are in a dream, you know you can dream that you're in a dream. And when you're in a dream, you know that you're in a dream.
Yeah.
Just try to at least captivate or focus on one thing in that whole dream
while sleeping.
Okay. Just capture one image. That's the image that you will remember next time you'll want to know what you dreamt about last night. So Cedric, can you remember?
Not. I can't.
It's not easy.
It's not easy. But I remember the last program I remembered my dream, but this one
Okay, you know, people say many things about dreams, what they see in their dreams. Some say when you eat in your dreams, this is what it means. When you see bees in your dreams, this is what it means. Last week, we had to know about what it's the meaning of dreaming about water. What's the meaning of water in your dream? And there is one of our viewers who requested dreaming about what happens. What is the meaning of dreaming about snakes and chameleons? Okay. So we went and did some research because we have internet expert there who can interpret the meanings of this dream. So we go on many sites and we try to bring up the common things that they discuss, and we come and retell it here to our viewers. So to the guy who requested the dream about snakes and chameleon, so just have a good listen to this piece of information. Then from it you can interpret what that dream was all about. Let's have our signs and symbols, and it is a snake and chameleon dream.
Dreaming about chameleons talks of your capacity to change and be able to adapt to the uncertain and even unpredictable things in your life. And this is the interpretation, especially if the chameleon that you are dreaming of is in a healthy and green environment. Such a dream means that no matter what happens, you will surely remain strong and adapt to the situation. You may be curious about the new job opportunities, but you are surely going to meet all the things that you need and be successful in your work. But beware, such dreams are also linked to your dishonest side, and these are the dreams that are linked to people who aren't bothered about anything at all. If you're one such kind, you don't get worried and hence are confident all the time. This may be taken as arrogance, hence it is necessary for you to blend yourself like a chameleon in the crowd so that your confidence is not overshone. If you dream about a unique colored chameleon, apart from green, then it means that you have hard times in your life currently. Dreaming of a black colored chameleon means that you hesitate to determine what to throw out of your life. From a material aspect, seeing a snake in your dream means that you are thinking about your potential or untapped resource. You are passing through a period of transformation or transit in life. Psychologically, people are in general afraid of snakes in real life. This is why snake dreams are not considered a good omen by the experts. Seeing a snake in a dream indicates that you have some fear in life. Anxiety, tension, worries, and even potential danger find a manifestation in a dream with snakes. If there are several snakes slithering around and trying to harm you in your dream, it means that in real life you are being troubled by some people ganging together to harm you. Snakes are mysterious creatures, and seeing them in a dream indicates hidden aspects of your life that you were not aware of. Snakes also represent taboo or forbidden knowledge. If you see snakes in your dreams, it indicates that there is some threats or fear in your waking life that you are either not aware of or you do not want to confront. Snakes also symbolize transformation and spiritual awakening. You could be undergoing spiritual transformation in your life, or you may be experiencing some other positive changes in life.
Well, hope you are satisfied. For those who did not listen, don't worry, we're going to post it on our Facebook page, Chill Out For Real, so that you should know what it is exactly all about. And when you send your message commenting on the story, you can tell us what was your dream about, so that we can also do research and help you interpret what it was all about. As you can see, Links and Cedric dreaming about chameleons and snakes are not that bad. They have their positive aspects and they have negative aspects. So facing a chameleon in your dream can be maybe a fortune or a misfortune, just like a snake. I thought dreaming about a snake is just a bad sign or a bad message that you're receiving, but no, it says it signifies that there are changes in your life. There are things that you might confront and that you should just get ready to confront them. So if you listen to it fine, and you who requested that, I hope you are satisfied. Now let's have this musical interlude to receive. We're not receiving him because he's there already. He'll be talking about his other aspect that I evoked in the beginning or in the intro of this program. He's a rap artist, one of the most talented in Cameroon, and I listened to all his songs. They're all wonderful. So I think we should have this song by the man himself, Links. The title of the song is Ashia. Let's have Ashia, and when we come back, you'll be having his biography. Let's have Ashia first to lighten the mood.
Ladies and gentlemen, permit me to reintroduce myself. Now Links, alongside Mike, Monster, we about to take your
Oh boy, my heart to bleed. Each time I think say don't leave, I know if you just believe. No matter how hard I try, make I get relief. Yet all the time, all I feel now so pain and grief. I still the work I every day to shine my eyes for see. The other day I see the sango, now your carbon print. I see near, I almost gritty brush me past with speed. The thing they almost drive me crazy, no be small thing. I still the love the double tree, the same dead heart. You know the one with the musanga, yes I know the buck. So each time I try one for you. All thing not two for me, oh boy, not so me and you. Sango for me, you never leave, you only day on leave. I still the wait till the day we meet again. I still the wait till the day we meet again. Mommy no cry again. Papa live, I'm so. Dry your tears, little sis. Die hard, pity friend. Some days ago, small to wake me up for sleep. Say I had to talk for dream. Cold sweating, belly the tongue like say I chop my beans. Be the hang for either park or beer by any means. Because of that, people be say we know get it.
Well, that was a piece of that song, as I promised. Now you would like to know who is this guy, because he has been here like a host with us today. I just I told him to start with us, but now let us know more about him in his biography. Let's have Links' biography. let's have Link's biography, and you're going to see that this is a guy who has been in this business for a long time, and today he's matured. He knows all the meanings, he knows all the meanings, he has mastered all the meanings of hip-hop music, and he has blended. Let me say that, should I say everything, or let's just have the biography?
Cameroon has its talents, and today we are honored to receive one of them, Links, a rap artist based in Stockholm in Sweden. From his voice, lyrical content, and the way he lays his voice on each piece of his soundtracks depicts he has been in this business for a long time and has unveiled all the secrets of the hip-hop game. Broadly traveled from Sweden and back to Cameroon, the Kumba boy has grabbed from giants and icons of the rap game like Dr. Dre, Tupac Shakur, Notorious B.I.G., Jay-Z and others. The message in his punchlines express the experiences of creative Kumba sons and daughters. Aware of the cultural and linguistic wealth of Cameroon, Links wanted his message to touch a greater audience, reason why he has tropicalized his style, blending languages as well as Cameroonian jargon to make it original. The use of uncensored language and visual in his song has cleared unpleasant perceptions of rap artists and make his song digestible for all. In 2015, Ashia was his first baby, where he featured with the only Mr. Elad.
Some days ago.
This was an open door for many other songs like K-Town, which went viral and became the Kumba anthem.
From 3 main roads, now 1 meeting point. In front 3 and 1 carry we name na die. Beaucoup de bar, from here we dropping sick bars. Home of the brave, night look more like daytime. So if you are
a song which benefited from the soft feminine touch of Ewube and the rap mechanics of Mike Monster. Other great figures of Cameroon hip-hop like Krotal and Tizi Panchak also contributed in the release of this 6-track EP. Links and the Mud House Entertainment promises more to all his fans. Welcome, bro.
Tales call me Grand Cape of Yango.
Welcome, can we clap once more for
welcome,
hip-hop?
Welcome,
So once more, you are welcome. Now let's go to your
much.
business. You are a wonderful rapper, and I listened to your songs. I was like, oh, so this man exists, and he is here in Cameroon. He has been doing this for long. And why do I not know him? I was like, I brought your song to people, and they said, I know this song. I know this song. I was the only person who don't know this song. It's very shameful.
And you were, how were you looking?
So I said no.
How was the expression on your face? Was you like,
it was just as you're trying to describe. Okay, Links.
Yes, sir.
You're just from Stockholm.
Yes.
No, we've not been in this place. It's like
no
this.
problem.
The pronunciation is
Stockholm. It's the capital of Sweden.
Capital of
Some
Sweden.
people say the capital of the Scandinavia. It's like a region of 4 countries.
Yes.
Most like brothers who later on separated to be different countries. So
Wow.
Stockholm is like the major city in the sub-region.
Okay,
Yeah.
so you have been in Cameroon before, because we could not say everything in the biography. It was very rich, so the content was very rich. So just tell our viewers what are the things that we could not mention that you know.
Yeah,
about
I
yourself.
really appreciated the biography, because it's basically what I do and what I try to bring as an extra touch. Because most people think that when you talk about hip-hop music, it's all about being a gangster, robbing, and drugs,
always
guns,
on the wrong
violence.
side.
Yeah. So I thought we should try to give hip-hop music a different image, because originally hip-hop music was a kind of music for revolution. It was music that was supposed to school people on certain aspects of life. So,
and that was how it was originally when they, with the Americans, when they started, like,
that's
rap was to bring out a message.
Exactly.
But now it's all going
so it's
upside down.
It was revolutionary.
It was revolutionary.
Arts, so, and people just thought that maybe because people started including guns, shootings and everything.
Exactly.
And it becomes something else, and
the
people
commercialization process, people trying to to impress others with
Yes.
other, you know, the social media has put a very bad claw on it too, because most people like only the things that look dangerous, like we usually say. So I try to flip the coin and let people know that we could still make hip-hop music, which is like family friendly, that you can, you know, sit with your child and play and be happy that your child hears that you shouldn't do this, you shouldn't do that, because this is not how you're supposed to be. Not just bringing out the girls with little or no clothing in the videos, or singing with the F words and N words. So that's the difference I put in my music, because I try to make music that kids can listen to, and I will not be embarrassed with the words they sing. You know them. Once you drop a song, the next thing you know, they are singing the chorus. And I don't know the feeling when you sing those things and you hear them singing them. To me, it's very embarrassing.
It's very embarrassing.
Yeah, so
and that is how they are educated, because you know, when these children
they learn by example.
They learn by examples. Now, there's something I would like to know. For how long have you been in Sweden?
I've been in Sweden like.
He can't even remember.
Like
that
7-8 years.
Wow.
Yeah.
7-8 years.
Yeah.
And all the songs, were they recorded there, or
no? They were recorded here.
So you
recorded
really,
here.
so you love your country.
I really love my
and that
country.
is why he came back.
But that's very. I need to clap for that, because there are many rare artists who come back to do their video steps here. You always like to be there, but that's
you are a returnee.
Yeah,
that's how
I'm a returnee.
But
now,
I, if you permit that,
just go.
Because I like Cape Town.
Yes.
I like also Asia, but I wish to know, how do you get this inspiration? Don't tell me that hat, because I don't think that hat is carrying all these things.
If you ask me sincerely how I get the inspiration, I don't know. You know, like sometimes you have an idea, about a song. You talk to a record producer and you say, okay, I have this idea. And I think they are the ones who are supposed to be asked that question, because if you ask me how he did to create that beat, to me it's strange, just like he thinks it's strange how I come up with the writings. So everybody's scared. Everybody's scared of
so do you make a music, I mean the speech, because you bring out real messages?
Yeah, sure. You try to write the song.
How do you, when writing, is it that you write?
He wants to push you to something. I know very soon he'll ask you that. Are you smoking like other artists?
No.
They get inspired.
No.
Okay, I have this question out for how long have you been in Cameroon?
Now,
when did you come back? Yes.
Yeah, when I traveled to Sweden, that was 2000. I mean,
you're coming back in Cameroon.
Yeah, the first time I came back was like 5 years later, in 2014.
Yes.
And since then, I've been coming back regularly, because most of my productions, I do them here. Like we do the first recordings. We do the first recordings, like we come up with the idea, we sit with the record producers, we get the instrumental, and then we record what the French people call maquette, which I usually like to do, because I take that along and I listen to it, because I like to perfect the song.
Very professional.
And I give it
very professional.
I know that many of our guys here, when they just sit in front of their computers, they have this application or this device they use to do the beats. They just tap two tracks there and they start laying out a voice there, and very soon you see the thing going out. And they usually do very cheap songs which are viral maybe for a month and they disappear after that.
I try to do songs like, you know, really get the song, give it to 1 or 2 people to listen to, and you get their points of view, and then when you come back to do the final recording, you try to apply some of the ideas you think have helped you to build a better song from the first thing that you recorded. So, and then you come back now and do the final recording, which is then mixed and mastered, and you listen to it and you give it to other people to confirm if the mix is balanced. You play it on big speakers, you play it in the car, you play it in small speakers, play it on the phone. Try to see that it is actually a well-balanced song.
And how is your song working there in Sweden or around other places?
It's still in Sweden. It's still struggling actually, because they have there is a lot of barriers for us foreign artists, because they have their language. They have Swedish that they speak.
Do you speak Swedish?
Yeah.
How do they say
I've
good?
been there for
How do they say good morning?
Good morning.
Good morning is god morgon.
Good morning. wait, let me say.
It's just like the formation of English. Okay.
So, when you talk about music, that means you love music.
Yeah. Music, it's something that I have in me like for a very long time. At the university way back, because I studied at the University of Chang. University of Chang.
Wow. So you started the music inside it?
Yeah, at the university we actually had a crew with my homie Nesty and Jazuda.
Yeah.
We formed like a band. We used to organize concert at the amphitheater.
What were you reading there?
I was reading geography and a sub in management and marketing.
And you decided to drop everything?
Drop everything.
No, you sometimes when the passion calls, you just do the other things.
Yeah.
And no matter how long you go around, you always come back to it. So I have done so many things. I'm going around, but that one is still arresting me. So I just have to.
And instruments? You play any instruments?
I play the congas for now. I'm still.
What's the congas?
Congas is like the drums, the double drums. Yeah.
Okay.
And I'm still learning.
So that's how you
guitar.
go with the rhythm.
Yeah.
And you surely have a mission because you did not come back to Cameroon for nothing. But I'd like to know, do you earn your living with rap?
Partially. Partially, because this year has been good.
Wow.
I've been invited to many places.
Yes.
Hungary.
And they pay well.
Sometimes.
Do you want to share?
Sometimes. Yeah. No, I have to be sincere because most people don't believe that you can actually eat from your talent, which is not a good thing because the music, you have to make the artists understand that what they are doing is a job. Like it's not because you know them that you want them to perform at your events for free. Because the artists, they actually put a lot of time. If you look at the production process,
and it's an art.
It's an art.
It's like it should be
like
a job, even if it's your you
can't
like
go and take
there is passion, but you should be paid for your job.
Yeah, you can't go and take a painter's frame and just walk away with it. You have to pay.
But you don't love what you love it. It's your passion.
Exactly.
Then you gain something. From it.
You get what you gain is like a little token of like an appreciation of what you're doing.
Yeah. Okay.
So,
let us have an aperture of the next song. What is it going to be like?
Yeah, the next song, I actually, after dropping this EP, The Journey, it was like a journey, my musical journey, because I started with Ashia, and then which was like kind of very mellow song with a very deep and sorrowful message, because that was a tribute to friends that we lost, and I had to do something more vibrant, and we came up with K-Town, which was like a breakthrough song for me because it really went along. And Kumba people, they are so proud of their town, so they like very embraced it and just took it to the roof. So that's EP, when you listen to it, is a blend of there's trap in it, like when you listen to Life Not
Okay,
a
can
Joke.
you just do an acapella for our viewers?
That's what I wanted to ask.
We
can't just leave
which song do we choose? Let's choose
because
Ashia.
that's what I love.
Okay, so Ashia goes like, oh boy, my heart to bleed. Each time I think, say you don't leave, I know if you just believe. No matter how hard I try, make I get relief. Yet all the time, all I feel now so pain and grief. I still the work I every day to shine my eyes for see. The other day I see this sango na ya carbon print. I see near almost greedy brush me past with speed. The thing they almost drive me crazy, no be small thing. I still the Lord the double tree, the same dead heart.
Wow.
You know the one with the musanga, yes I need the buck.
Yo, is it finished?
No, let's say the rest.
Let's keep the rest for the club because today is Monday. We can't go clubbing today.
No,
I think
it's
we should
the
go
beginning
on
of the
On
week.
Friday,
So,
okay, now I
he's
think
already
we
in
should
the mood.
Let's have the song I like most, the Kumba anthem.
Yeah, that's a banger.
So okay,
you chose the best one.
Yes. Let's have this song, and when we come back, we'll be having the DTU No Slot by Drake.
Oh boy, my heart to bleed. Each time I think, say don't leave, I know if you just believe. No matter how hard I try, make I get relief. Yet all the time, all I feel now so pain and grief. I still the work I every day to shine my eyes for see. The other day I see the sango, now your carbon print. I see near, I almost greedy brush me past with speed. The thing they almost drive me crazy, no be small thing. I still the love the double tree, the same dead heart. You know the one with the musanga.
Ladies and gentlemen, permit me to reintroduce myself. Now Links, alongside Mike, Monster. We about to take y'all to where we come from. Mr. Uber.
K-Town one in the million. Stepping up and making all the zillions. Your name with a carry on. Mash up everywhere with a hustle on. Down here in the streets it's a crazy world. But we still gotta go back
From
home.
3 main roads, now 1 meeting point. In front 3 and 1 CANAL2ENGLISH name na die. Beaucoup de bar, from here we dropping sick bars. Home of the brave, night look more like daytime. So if you ask me, for here we get na 2 daytime. Yellow, white, yes now they call that. If Dumbbell draw, Lakers win, heroes lost, check 'em. If Tico beaten Bonge, Opopo beaten Jala. Ball for net, BWD we go qualify. We support us native fly. Even now for food, we go rich boya. Beat Mount Cameroon, then bring the blessings from the chariots of the gods to Kumba. Dark shades, dark tales, call me Grand K. For Fiango Happy Crofo, Boya Road, Capo. Mbonge Road already know, so I don't need no intro. Soldier from day one, I need it by Mimbo. Lost sense, I take you then call you Mdimo. 2015, call I'm 35. At 6-0, I need it still sell. Boy, I get na boutique. How can I sell out? For big mob market, now you be the sellout. Back out, drop out, for here we need to snitch out. Bars give you blackout, lyrical knockout. Your crew just to freak out, now screaming time.
K-Town one in the million. Stepping up and making all the zillions. Your name with a carry on. Mash up everywhere with a hustle on. Down here in the streets it's a crazy world. But we still gotta go back home. Back home. You know we still gotta go back.
Well, you know where to get the rest of the song. You know where to download. You go on YouTube. I think it's on YouTube.
On iTunes, on Google Play, on Spotify, on Deezer, on every online platform.
Okay, so
that's really
it's wonderful, and I understand why it was the Kumba anthem. I would like to remove that Kumba from that. Was the anthem. That was the anthem. I listened to this song and I watched and I said, this guy is very wonderful, and I could not believe that you're a Cameroonian until you mentioned Kumba. In
yes.
Okay, let me take this message and we'll be concluding because we are cut off time, and because coming next will be the news with Regina Fonjaleke. Let me take this one. My dream was about lizards. Somebody said it was a dream. My dream was about lizards. When I was pregnant, lizards was like my baby. When I see it will not run away. The message is not very clear. So you dreamt about lizards. But you did not give your point of view on the story. Many of you have been sending us text messages, but we cannot read it today. The same story is going to run until the next program. That's on Friday. We're having a rebroadcast of this show on Wednesday. So just keep on watching programs on CANAL2ENGLISH, and we'll be having here and there, and did you know, and I hope Solange will be here because we'll be talking about the same topic, that's education on the sexuality or sexual education. So from us to you is bye-bye. Thank you, ladies, for coming.
Thank you very much.
Thank you, Cedric.
Thank you. It was a pleasure, as usual. And we'll be always there. I'll be there.
Yeah, to entertain you.
If mom is not there, his dad is. I'm there.
Then
I'm
we conclude with the song that most of you requested. It is Asha. That was the first baby of Mr. Links. Now, let's say from us to you is bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
Oh boy, my heart to bleed. Each time I think, say don't leave, I know if you just believe. No matter how hard I try, make I get relief. Yet all the time, all I feel now so pain and grief. I still the work I every day to shine my eyes for see. The other day I see this sango, now your carbon print. I see near, I almost greedy brush me past with speed. The thing they almost drive me crazy, no be small thing. I still they love the double tree, the same dead heart. You know the one with the Musanga, yes I know the buck. So each time I try one for you. All thing not two for me, oh boy, not so me and you. Sango for me, you never leave, you only day on leave. I still the wait till the day we meet again. I still the wait till the day we meet again. Mommy no cry again. Papa live, I'm so. Dry your tears, little sis. Tie heart, pity friend. Some days ago, small to wake me up for sleep. Say I did talk for dream. Cold sweating, belly the tongue like say I chop my beans. Be the hang for I the pack a beer by any means. Because of that, people be say we no get any dreams. They not be no so deep inside, we be get the dreams. The dreams we used to dream, they chase me now, so in my dreams. The big cars, fine houses, quite the dreams. Sometimes we just laugh, wish say no be daydream. I still remember when you said no be not crime for dream. We don't get me and the brokenness, we stay real. For puff puff and beans level, we play clean. And now so things don't be better yet not paying me. You know you two be get for day here, enjoy with me. Oh boy, you two be get for day here, enjoy with me. It's really hard to feel. No be smart thing. Mr. Melody, make the song cry.
I take a look at your picture on the wall. Now I realize how much I miss. Hoping someday we gon' meet and I go tell you how much I miss
you.
It's hard to believe that you're gone too soon.
Gone too soon.
I feel so bad when I think of you.
Feel so bad. Each time I bite my tongue, each time I kick my foot, each time I eye the beat, I hope when I remember we. The other day they hold me Julius, they beat to me. Say make remember all the people where they done this link. Now so I just think, wait till when I think, when I see us with the free hope when I had it sweet.